Hello and welcome to Crypto News today, the 5th of July, 2026. These are the top crypto news stories. And we will start with Germany, where German banks that once refused to hear anything about crypto are now all rushing to get involved. Specifically, the savings banks and cooperative banks of Germany are opening up crypto trading to customers, integrating Bitcoin into the apps of private institutions that have approximately 80 million customers in a country with around 84 million residents. It's worth noting that the Mine Crypto platform by DZ Bank is already running inside the VR banking app and offers Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano. Meanwhile, DekaBank is building an equivalent product for approximately 340 savings banks with a gradual rollout within the year. On top of that, there are 650 cooperative banks that want to support crypto as well. The reason German banks now want to enter crypto so strongly comes down to the legislation that is now in place. They know they can enter the space safely, whereas before everything was in a grey area. Moving on, let's talk about Revolut. On the 31st of August, Revolut will delist Tether from its platform, which I think it should have done already. Any open positions in Tether will of course be closed automatically, and any Tether you hold on the platform will be converted by Revolut into the local currency of each country on the 31st of August. From Revolut, we'll move on to a specific coin today, and that's Monad. First, let me tell you that MetaMask is expanding beyond being a simple wallet with the launch of money accounts, a self-custody feature that combines stablecoin yield, payments, and transactions all in a single wallet. Built on the Monad blockchain, MetaMask users will be able to use MUSD, which is MetaMask's stablecoin, to put it into DeFi on top of Monad. Additionally, Aave will be added as a selectable DeFi option in the near future. So we can see that wallets like MetaMask are trying to add extra products on top of their services because competition has grown significantly. Continuing with Monad, let me tell you that Aave will launch version 3 on Monad with support for 12 stablecoins. This is something classic that Aave and other major DeFi protocols do in order to attract more users from chains where they see activity. And this particular move appears to have paid off, as the new Monad market on Aave has surpassed $100 million in deposits just 2 days after the launch of this integration, as I'll call it. For our final story of the day, we'll cover Charles Hoskinson, a piece of news that will likely generate quite a few comments below the description. Charles Hoskinson suggests that Cardano will be able to compete with XRP in terms of speed. Specifically, he expects the Ouroboros Leios upgrade, which we're anticipating within 2026 as it is currently on testnet, to multiply Cardano's throughput by 60 times. That is quite a leap, and it would bring the network to the same level as the XRP Ledger in terms of speed. To give some context, the XRP Ledger has a finality of around 3 to 5 seconds, which isn't exactly finality in the traditional sense, since it doesn't operate on a blockchain but rather on a ledger, but we'll call it finality. It also handles 1,500 transactions per second. So based on Charles Hoskinson's statements, we would expect Cardano to reach approximately 1,500 transactions per second, give or take. Good numbers for a start, but they are numbers that we ultimately want to see climbing higher, both for XRP and for Cardano, so they can compete with applications like Visa and others. This statement was made by Charles in an interview, which I'll include below in the description under sources. Now let's head over to our beloved crypto market, where Bitcoin is sitting at $62,000, with resistance doing its job and acting as resistance. The price has not yet managed to break above it. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, the 5th of July, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.